After 2 years and over 40,000 miles together, it's sadly time to part ways with our beloved Lance truck camper. While goodbyes are never easy, we have made countless memories with our old home on wheels. What started in our first days of driving it to Maine and spending the fall of 22 in New England, and then taking it back to Texas to fully rebuild the front cab over and renovate the inside into our dream camper. We discovered our love for winter camping, all while enduring some incredibly low temps in Colorado before booking it all the way to Florida, where we quickly learned we need air conditioning to fully explore the Southeast. The various spots all around Michigan, exploring in Montana through multiple seasons, finding a newfound love for Idaho and the vastness that it offers, getting stranded in a snowstorm in Steamboat Springs, and every single campsite in between.
I hate this. I literally hate this so much.
We have truly loved this camper like it was our home, and because it was, for over 450 nights and for 125 YouTube videos, we have shared this home with you. So please, if you would leave your favorite moments with our truck camper below in the comments, we would love to reminisce back and share those memories with you guys. It's not goodbye to the truck camping world forever, just another large step in sharing our journey while we travel this beautiful country. Be sure to subscribe for all of our adventures to come, and welcome back to Living Large Camping. It's a sad morning today here on the channel because we are headed over to the shop, and today we are selling the truck camper. We've had it listed for sale for a few months now and talked back and forth with a number of people, but we finally settled on a couple, Amy and Frank, who were just so sweet. They came and looked at it, fell in love with it, and I think they're going to take just as good of care of it as we did. It's definitely hard to get rid of something that we lived in for 2 years. Thankfully, we already have our new camper with us, so it's not such an empty transition without a camper. But still, we put so much love and sweat and a few tears into that camper, it's hard to see it go.
It is a very sad morning, but we also are really excited for some new owners to own the truck camper and have some amazing memories like we have with it the last 2 years. I'm excited to make some new memories with our new trailer. But first things first, this morning, we are going to put it on our truck so that we can move it out and make it easier for them to show them how to load it, unload it, hook everything up. And this is going to be our last time officially putting the truck camper on, jacking up all of the jack stands. I'm not gonna miss that at all, but I will miss the home that we grew to love.
Come on.
were getting out of it the last time?
Yeah, it would have been crazy to have it end right here. That's silly.
Yeah, that's true. Looks pretty good.
Last time the truck will ever drive with it on. 40,000 miles with this truck camper. It's pretty good. You tearing up a little bit? Yeah. He was a good camper. Thanks for doing it with me. We can call him and say we don't want to sell it.
Why you got me crying in the morning?
That's what I do. Frank, you want to say bye to the camper? Come here.
It's so sad.
Yeah, it's sad. She's a great one.
Say bye.
Bye, camper. Definitely a very bittersweet moment. This was our 6th camping setup, but our 3rd actual camper. Started off with the cargo trailer, and then we went to the 4-wheel pop-up camper, realized we fell in love with truck campers, and then we went to this Lance that actually had amenities. We got a bathroom, had an actual kitchen, and just realized that living in a camper was exactly what we wanted to do. Lots of great places. Let us know if you've been around for all the truck camper series, what your favorite video was, or your favorite spot that we took this thing.
Oh yeah, we would actually really love to hear that because we love putting out the videos, but it's good to look back on memory lane.
Yeah, if you like the videos, we'll go back and rewatch them just because it makes us feel good. And we're definitely gonna miss this one.
Yeah, if you can't tell.
Nice to see you. How's the drive?
Not bad at all, yeah. The
So
colors are
pretty,
great.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Unfortunately, change is coming.
That's for sure.
It's gonna be white in color.
That's for sure.
Here, I just measured my truck to make sure.
So that running board.
Sounds good. Looks good. Looks like our truck from behind.
That does. Just like that, we are down to 1 camper only for living large camping.
It feels really good to get rid of it, and not really get rid of it, but find someone that loves it, hopefully as much as we do. They were just smiles the whole time putting the camper on, and it made us feel really, really good for the people that are going to love it the next however many years.
We don't know if trailer is the end-all be-all answer for us, but if we were going to stick with the truck camper, we were going to change to a different one anyway. So this just gets us towards that next step. If we ever want to go back, we're going to go to something slightly different, and it lets that camper be used because that's what campers need to be doing.
We are calling it a wrap for today. We have a bunch to do tomorrow at the shop, so we'll see you guys there.
We're going to be winterizing the log cabin on this property and getting some other things done, reorganizing everything here. It's going to be a long day.
Long list.
We'll see you then.
Good boy. Boy. Good morning. It is 52 outside and already sunny with blue skies. The fall colors are still popping off and they're hanging on, but we're just enjoying them until they go away. We have a lot of things to do back at the other property that we help manage, but first things first, we're gonna go reward ourselves with a coffee since it is going to be a long day.
We're starting off this morning over at the old log cabin that is actually on the same property as the shop where we keep the camper, and we take care of this property for the owners, and we are closing up this cabin for the winter. So there's a couple things that we need to check off our list, starting off with some trees that are hitting the roof. We need to get that all cleaned off, and then just some maintenance items to keep this place nice. That way whenever we get back here in the spring and open it up, it'll all be good to go.
It is pretty windy, so I am definitely going to be manning the ladder while Connor climbs up it and is on the roof. We had a friend's dad fall off a ladder and have a really bad accident, and that has forever scared me, so I will always be watching Connor up on the ladder, and it's good because he agrees. Never climb a ladder alone. You never know what's going to happen. Hopefully the wind isn't too strong and we can get all of this finished and he can come back down and do things on the ground. The reason we're cutting some of these tree limbs is because the property owner had a cabin expert come over, and what he said was his main concern was that the tree limbs were too close to the roof, which could cause buildup moisture, especially in the winter. So that is number one for today. There aren't too many to cut, so it should be a pretty quick job. One down, 6 to go. Ooh. Well, that was a big one.
Now that we have all the overhead branches cut out, I'm gonna go ahead and get all the old pine needles off of the cedar roofing up here. I'm also gonna check around and see if there's a bunch of like visible holes, because the previous owner mentioned that they had like red squirrels getting in over the winter. Don't know if we're ever gonna be able to stop them, but at least put some eyes on it. So we're gonna go up there, blow all the needles off, and then I guess that's it for this project.
That was very satisfying. Yeah. Sorry guys. Like I said, it's really windy today. Now that Connor is off the roof, I am going to tackle this bush. I don't know what it is, but we pulled it out in the early springtime because it seemed to be attracting a lot of flies, and it grew back beautifully, of course. And now that it's grown back, there are a ton of flies in the cabin. So she requested that we pull it out and kind of remove it. So hopefully while it's gonna get all winterized, there are no fly problems before, you know, no one touches this place for a while. So that's what I'm gonna do. Connor is still walking around the property and cutting off some tree limbs that are hanging a little bit too low for cars. So we're just getting things done today. Ow! These things are sharp. I found 2 shovels, but they look like they've had better days. This one's a little wobbly. The other one feels a little more sturdy. And then the third one I found was already broken. So we'll see how far we go with these 2 guys. Okay, well, I'm warm now from that. The shovel actually worked pretty well. My wrist was hurting a little bit after, and I definitely thought it was going to break, but it didn't. These roots were intense. There's probably some really deep down that I just honestly can't get, but this makes me feel a little better. Hopefully it quits bringing the flies around if that's what it is. If not, we'll have to figure something else out. Before we wrap up here at the cabin, I also figured you guys would be curious to hear about the apple tree in the backyard. It is thriving. It is probably the coolest thing ever to pick your own apple and just eat it right off the tree. So we haven't had any lunch. I think it's like 2 o'clock. We got here, I don't know, 10:30 probably. So we are really hungry. So I'm gonna eat an apple to hold us over till we get back to our place. I thought you guys would enjoy picking one with me.
It's big, got some bumps.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
That one. There you go.
Give it a good bite. Ooh. Yummy. Ready? Tastes like candy. Wow. They've gotten really sweet.
Nice little reward for all of our work, but we have a long day here tomorrow, winterizing the cabin. See you guys tomorrow.
We are at the log cabin this morning. The colors are beautiful, just like they are at our place. It does feel really weird being here and knowing that we're kind of buttoning up the place for winter. We have learned so much at this property, like how to take care of an orchard and also how nice it is to have a place to store our camper. And just seeing the log cabin, it's just such a unique property and beautiful that we are gonna miss it for sure. Today is a busy day, like I've been saying. We first are going to blow out all the lines at the cabin to winterize it and make sure that nothing bursts while it gets freezing cold up here in Michigan. And then I think after that, honestly, we just need to go back to our place and get that all ready for winter, pack up everything, pack our camper up, because we are going to be back in our camper for, I guess, the next 6 months. Hope you guys are excited.
We're about to get ready to winterize the cabin and the well house and the shop. So we went ahead and filled our camper up with water. That way we have it if we need it over there. To start off, we're gonna turn off the water heater. That way, whenever we start draining water out, it doesn't burn out the water heater. And then we'll go to the well pump and do some stuff over there. But for starters, that's what we're doing here. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth. Hopefully we get it all right. While we're waiting for the water heater to drain pretty slowly just through gravity and siphoning it, we're gonna go ahead and just get like all the pillows and the linens and everything like that packed away in the cabin, move those over to the shop where she stores them all, and then once the water heater is done, we can then pressurize the whole water system and get all of the water blown out of the pipes.
All right, I'm gonna put these away really fast. You do not need to see me put away linens, but I thought you would enjoy seeing the cabin. I'll put in a couple more videos because it is so cute in here. Linens check. Now let's move in the outdoor porch furniture inside just to protect it for the winter season. Easy. I'll rearrange it to make it look a little nicer. Okay, these are the last boxes. Everything is moved inside. Big day.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. Bye. That answers that.
Okay, so what do we have to do?
So we turn off there's a valve in there that turns off water from the well. And we have to turn that off before we put pressure in the whole system. That way we don't send a bunch of air down the well. That's what he said. We're sticking with it. This one's buried The frost line here is 48 inches and it looks like it's about 4 feet down. So it should be good to go from the little bit of water that is in the valve to the well. Well's already off. I'm gonna turn this off and then we'll send air through the whole thing.
I honestly feel like, well, it's very windy today. But I also feel like we should be placing bets about how many times we're gonna say well or pressurize in this video. If you're watching this at night, maybe you can make it a little drinking video. If you are wondering how we even know how to winterize this place, the owner came over and showed us all of the steps so that we can learn how to do it. So now we're doing it now. He had a busy day, so he couldn't be here to do it all, and they don't live here full time. Draw your name.
Have to keep them entertained for hours. Long day over here at this property, but the cabin, the shop, and the well house are all winterized and ready to go until next spring. It's an interesting process. Definitely lots to learn. Every time I would do something, something else would happen. So it's just a lot of lists that I need to go check off and just a delicate process, making sure that all the water out of the house. We're gonna head back. It's been like 6 hours. We've been over here working on this. We'll see you guys later.